Well, hello and welcome back to Rangers Radio on part 2 of the Matchday show. I'm joined again by Albert. Afternoon, Albert.
Afternoon, mate. How are you? Did you enjoy that?
Oh, God, did I enjoy that, mate. I loved it. Just to see the passion, the closing down, the amount of chances we created was absolutely a delight to watch. Yourself?
Oh, I loved it, mate. I loved it. It was a breath of fresh air, wasn't it? It really was. Everybody working for each other, and some superb goals, some absolute brilliant play and superb goals. Some worked out today, but we'll go overboard. But it was great. It was great to watch, mate. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, the manager did say it wouldn't be perfect yet, but I mean, if that's the start he's made, I'm quite happy with that. I take it you are too.
I'm serious. If we're supposed to go and get better, I'm going, good grief, this has got to be some team. This will make it better than that. Some great football. It really was. He must be really delighted himself, know what I mean? He got a response like that because it was excellent. It was excellent, mate. To a man.
And it must have been pleasing for the full house at Ibrox today. I think they got their money's worth for the first time this season. I think it was a good, solid effort in both halves for a wee change, not just one half and sit back or struggle for the second half. So all in all, it was a terrific game to watch for me. I thought Hibs played their part in the game. They tried hard, but we just overwhelmed them from start to finish. In fact, I think their only chance came in about 10 minutes when Venti managed to get through and had a shot and was easily saved by Butland. So apart from that, I think Jack Butland could have had a cup of tea and a sandwich, mate, during that game.
I bet you're sitting in that dressing room, Butland, saying, no, that's what I signed up for. That's a bit more like it.
Aye, where's my armchair? Make sure that I have my armchairs out next week.
Okay. I never even took my cigars out the other day because of the way we've been playing. But I bet you say that. That's more like it, lads. Definitely. It was good. A wee breath of fresh air. It lifted the gloom slightly, you know what I mean? And it's the support deserved it. They really did deserve it. Because they've watched some trash this year. But that was good stuff.
So our question for the listeners is, was it new manager bounce? Or was it the influence of the manager that made us play like that today? That's my question for the people listening in, and I hope they phone in and give us a wee call on 0141 356 1972. Brilliant phone number, that. Anyway, where do we start? I mean, we could go over the players. I'll tell you what. I'll do the first half and you can do the second half. How's that?
It sounds a plan, mate. It sounds a plan. I'm in for it.
Well, I thought we started off very well. We were very quick to close down Hibs, although they were quite good at breaking out in the first 10 minutes. And as I said earlier, Venti had their only one and only chance in the game for me. 12 minutes, Barisic took an injury. Ridvan came on for him and went on to have a good game, Ridvan, for me. Then after 17 minutes came the first goal. It was a wee coming together in about 20 yards out the Dessers, and one of the Hibs players, the ball broke to Sima, who just tore away for the defenders and placed a cracking shot right into the left-hand corner. Terrific goal. Quality. Absolutely the Hibs quality, that, mate. What did you think of that yourself?
Oh, it was a superb goal, mate. An absolute superb goal. That's the quality we're looking for. That, I mean, Dessers was wanting to square, but that's the quality we're looking for. That finish, man, it was superb. And we see it week in, week out when we watch any of the Premiership games. These strikers down there do that as a matter of fact. But I'm saying myself, quality, son, brilliant to watch, brilliant. If Harry Kane done that, they'd be all shouting and bawling. What a wonderful goal! But the big boy's a player, isn't he?
He is indeed. I thought for me, he was man of the match, but we'll talk about that later on. But as we settled in after the first 20 minutes, you could see a definite shape about the side. And I thought our pressing was starting to come into effect, and we started to overpower Hibs for me. And it wasn't long that we were creating chances. And well, Gigi Hibs a fair time. They broke away a couple of times and looked dangerous, but the back four, who for me today kept the line, and the two central defenders in the first half for me were very, very good. Midfield was working well. Raskin and John Lundstrom, who playing further forward in the park, mate, started to create things. They were arriving in the box and getting good balls through to our front two players who didn't take the chances that were presented to them for me. But before the end of that half, we had another wee goal. The ball, a wee tussle in the middle of the park again. Ball breaks to Raskin, strides forward 2 steps and bang, 25-yarder left-hand corner. Another terrific goal. Couldn't believe it, mate.
Do you think they've been told to shoot? Because he would have, at this time last week, Michael Beale, he wouldn't have shot there. He just wouldn't have shot. So I think they've been told, you get a sniff, I want you to start shooting. I'm fed up with this, carry on to try to walk a ball into your net, but it was a good goal, mate. It really was a good goal. The keeper just took one step to his left, and that was enough. That was enough space for me to drill it in that corner. Excellent goal, excellent.
Well, I think that was his first goal in the league for Rangers, and what a terrific way to spell it. Although VAR tried to spoil it, we tried to pick a fault with the goal. There was absolutely nothing to see there. And that was the end of the first half. Well, most of the first half. For me, you can take up the second, of course. We're only skipping there the points so that the listeners come in and give theirs, you know.
Aye. The second half, well, what surprised me about the second half was they kept the tempo up. You know what I mean? They came out, and if anything, they increased it. Because I'm saying myself, well, normal happens, they'll come out, and what normally happens, the first 10, 15 minutes, they drop the tempo and let whoever were playing into the game. But they never gave Hibs a sniff. The second half, they just never gave them a sniff. All over them, everybody. And the good thing for me, I don't know if you agree for us, we definitely organised and we definitely looked what we knew what we were up to, what we were doing, and players knew where they had to be and how, and they all just worked. They just worked their socks off, and that's brilliant. For me, that's brilliant. So I was surprised and happy that we done it. The first goal in the second half was Big Sima's. Telling you. The ball for Lammers. We've criticised Lammers, we've criticised Dessa, we've criticised them all, but you've got to give credit and credit's due. And the boy played a wonderful, wonderful ball through 2 Dessers who should have scored, but didn't he? But Big Seamers spun on the ball in the 18-yard box and smashed it in the top corner. What a goal, mate. What a goal. 2 quality goals for that big chap today. Absolute quality. But I'll give Lammers his due. And I thought Lammers had a decent game today, mate. I don't know what you think yourself. I think Big Lammers played well today. Game. I'm not going to slag people when they play well, mate. I'll slag them when they don't play well, but I'm not going to slag them when they play well. Lundstrom played well as well. Got to give him his due as well. We kept dominating and closing everybody down. It was great. They just never gave them a minute. Never gave them a minute. And we're winning a lot of tackles, if you noticed today. And we're reading it and cutting a lot of balls out as well today. Even Scott Wright was winning tackles and cutting the ball out. So it was superb team performance. Then we get to the second goal. The second goal, another quality goal. An absolutely brilliant ball for Cantwell. Absolutely brilliant. I think Tom Miller said it. Nobody else, or the wee guy who was there, the commentary, nobody else in the stadium could see that pass apart from Todd Cantwell. I think he's right. What a pass! What a pass! And gave Big Dessers his due. I says he's going to fluff this again, but he composed himself, and for a change, they used his brain for a change rather than rush it. He watched what the players are doing, dummied them, let them go one side, and slotted it through the legs of one into the corner. Lovely, lovely goal. Excellent. And then for then on in, it was a stroll in the park. Big Lammers should have scored. He hit the post when he actually should have scored. And there's maybe a couple more we actually to put away. So I think Hibs, themselves, would have walked to Ibrox tonight thinking to themselves, you know, we get beat for nothing. But that could have been a hell of a lot worse, by the way. That could have been an absolute and utter tanking in there today. So all in all, I'm a happy camper. Really happy camper, mate.
Okay then, we'll get these phone lines open.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm heading on down to Leeds for Andy with his 2 bottles of vodka for his 4-0 scoreline, mate.
Oh, I've got free train passes, mate. You can come with me.
Right, pal, that's it. In the luggage van will be.
We'll be round there, mate. And first class, mate. No, you're rubbish. First class. I'll get us down there, mate. Don't you worry about that. So we're going down to see Andy with his 2 bottles of vodka. And once they're done, we're back up the road, Andy.
Aye, you'll enjoy your company, mate. You know, we'll have a blather about the war and things like that, you know. Keep him going.
He's too young. He's too young, and he's only 63. we can help him with his homework. But I thoroughly enjoyed that today. So I did. It was good, wasn't it? I mean, put it this way: you could have picked 2 or 3 man of the matches today, and to a man, I don't think anybody had a bad game. Do you think anybody had a bad game?
Well, the ones that you picked out was Dessers and Lammers, who have had a lot of abuse. Now, they weren't great today either, but the workload that the 2 of them put in, I thought was impressive. I thought they closed down and tried their best. On the ball, Lammers a bit better than Dessers, but Dessers' goal kind of made up for it. I was very pleased when he scored that, mate. Took his time and picked his spot. So
it was a quality goal. Quality.
Was indeed.
The trouble is that the boy Dessers and all that, he needs to find a yard of pace for somewhere. He really does, mate. I don't care what anybody says. He needs to find a yard of pace.
That's gone now at his age, is it no?
Aye. I don't know. Probably right. You're probably right, mate. But see if he could get it. He'd be a different animal altogether. A completely different player. But he played well today. In fact, Lammers and him, that's their best games. 2 of them in a Rangers jersey. I've got by a country mile. And I'm not saying they were brilliant, perfect or anything like that, but they're good games today. You got to say that. The 2 of them had good games, as did the whole team.
Well, we've been joined by Martin. Afternoon, Martin. How's that brother of yours?
How are you doing? All right?
All right, Martin.
How are you doing, Pat?
I'm sure you'll be feeling a bit better after the day's result.
Oh, I think you can hear it in my voice. We're quite joyous, Martin. Yourself?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Oh, 100%. I sit and watched it with my son. You could see I think right from the start, same players obviously, but a different level, energy, different level of performance, and yeah, very happy with the result, obviously, but not just the result, just the performance for individuals, and you know, you get that some managers can bring the best out of you, whatever, and the boy's only starting, but he certainly started well.
What was the biggest change that you've seen, Martin, in the team today?
I just think the attitude of the players, same players as we all know, but they'd maybe dropped a level as we've seen. But I think I think a really good team performance. Hibs were on a high. New manager as well. Hadn't been beaten. But watching a Rangers Hibs game in the past, they'll come and have a go on that. Rangers never looked like conceding a goal. They were up for it right from the start, which has been lacking in times gone by. They were the more hungry team, and it showed. They were the far better team.
Well said, Martin. All very unusual to see 2 teams set up in this day and age at 4-4-2, which it looked like to me. And was that the way you thought it was as well, a 4-4-2?
I think, aye, probably right. You're probably right, mate. It's funny, throwback to the 80s, wasn't it? It was good. Oh, I hope we do it again. Whatever way we set it up, I hope we do it again because it worked. Because I'm not a tactical genius by any stretch of the imagination. I just enjoy when we play well. But I hope whatever formation it was and whatever he told them, keep it up because that was good. That was like a cure for a hangover that day, that performance.
Martin, how do you think the pairing in the midfield worked today, John Lundstrom and Nico Raskin? Did they complement each other to you?
I think they did, and I was pleased for Raskin to get his goal. You could see the relief in him, and maybe getting that goal is going to, well, he just about, or could have, if he was maybe my height, he would have scored his second goal as well. No, I definitely think a much improved performance, and it's good to see Cantwell come back on. The injured players, boys that have been missing that are good players, it's good to see them getting a run out and a difference when they came on as well. So it's, for me, it's all positive, 100%.
Other pairings that worked well today for me was John Souttar and Connor Goldson, who I thought were both excellent on the ball, strong in defence, and their passing for me was excellent as well. Would you agree with that as well, Martin?
Well, I'd agree with that 100%. I would have Souttar in the team every week. I don't even know why he was out the team. Their passing, they're probably... the two of them can pick a pass out, Souttar especially, but Goldson can as well. But I think there's less mistakes made in the team when Souttar's playing, in my opinion. But yeah, it looked. I mean, there was no Hibs didn't cause a sort of problems, and that's down to midfield and defence. So I thought it was a very positive performance.
Oh, Bear, it was strange to see the both midfielders appearing up and around the box as well, which a thing that's been missing this season. I thought Raskin got up and into the box a few times, and John Lundstrom was always hovering about at the edge instead of that sitting back, taking the ball off the goalkeeper and just waltzing through a game. I thought he put in a great shift today.
It was a pleasant surprise to see them up there, I'll be honest with you, it really was. But again, the other support, we've said it on the programme many a times, that when you get these two, when you get all the midfielders up and run about the box and breaking the lines, the defensive lines, and get by them, and they started doing it, and it's just, and Lundstrom, for example, we've been on and on and on about him driving us up the park. I mean, that's what he's there to do. This sitting back, noting the ball left and right, and just walking about the park. If it's all just too easy for him, it's too easy for him because he's not doing anything. But the day he pushed forward, different animal when he pushes forward. Man, it really does look a different player. And you say, more of that, son. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want. We want you to keep that up. And I don't think this manager's going to let him go back. Another wee pair that I thought done well today, Fox, was Ridvan and Raskin. I thought they played well together today. I enjoyed watching them. They seem to be able to read each other's game.
Aye, that kind of worked down the left-hand side. I mean, usually it's the right-hand side of your team that produces everything, but Ridvan and Sima in front of him and Raskin just in the middle produced plenty of good football going forward. Would you agree with that, Martin?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it usually does come from the right, but it was good to see it on the left, and long may that continue. And I thought there was a lot of, we can all pick the best players and for today, but I think there's a lot of good individual performances, but team performances obviously as well. Sima was immense. Danilo, he comes in for a lot of stick, but I think he had 2 assists and a goal. So, you know, it's a fresh start for, as the manager says, it's a fresh start for everybody, which you can totally understand. He's got to see who's up for the fight, who's up for playing, who's hiding, who's doing what. So he's got to see these players perform and give them a chance. And I think for a man, a lot of them done themselves a lot of favours today, that's for sure.
Well, man of the match for me was Abdallah Sima, so let's hear what he said after the game.
Abdallah, well done. A win for the squad, another 2 goals for you. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, I'm very happy again to score here. For me, it's something really special, to score in Ibrox for our fans. For me, it's really, really important, to score here, and the most important is the 3 points. So I'm very happy for me and for the team as well.
Yeah, what did you make of the performance today from the squad?
It's just work hard, like team. We wanted to be better and better every game. So now with a new manager, so we have to start well. So what we do today. So hope we will continue like that, and let's do more.
We saw a real hunger to get more goals as well today too, and you really got your rewards for that as a squad.
Yeah, forward is important to score goals, and work hard for the team as well, because we are Rangers and we have to win every game. So, I still focus for my performance, and I will keep like that to score goals and help the team.
Yeah, you spoke before about your confidence. You must feel really settled in here now, and we're really seeing your best form.
Yeah, I can say that, because after a long time, I didn't score goals like that. So I'm very excited and very happy, to be here, because I think we have a big squad, and big players. So that's helped me for my performance and, for my goals.
And a lot now for the squad to build on moving forward under the new manager.
Yeah, I was talking to someone just before he came, and they say he's a very good coach, So, yeah, I hope I will do my best for the team. That's more important.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Probably our most consistent player this season, Sima, going well in the goal department. What's like a Trojan on the park. Just wasted his hours and not just only in loan. I hope the board can scrape the money together and put a wee bid in for him. How would you feel about that, Albert?
Oh, absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted. I think he's a rare player. He's rough around the edges, but you can see the boy's got everything that you require for a forward. He's big, he's powerful, he's good in the air, he scores with both feet, and he runs like the wind. What's not to like, mate? What's not to like? Okay, he's a bit rough. Like Sakala, he can do some crazy things, but he also can do some brilliant things, as he proved today. They 2 goals were wonderful. They're just wonderful goals today. And he gave that wee fullback a wee bit of a roasting today. I bet that guy was glad to get off that boy Miller. I bet he was. I should have fouled him earlier on and get booked. So I give him. They took me off earlier on, but no, I'd like Rangers to sign him, but I don't think we're going to afford them. But if that boy keeps it up and he can replicate what he does here down in that Premiership, he'll go for a lot of money, a lot of money.
Martin, did he have any resemblance to your brother? Do you think he'd be better through the middle than being out wide?
I don't know. I mean, he's shown, and he has shown, he is rough around the edges, but his commitment seems good. His goal ratio and his work commitment and his effort, you can't question that. Hopefully, as the other boy said, we can make a deal to sign him, but obviously it depends on the financial side yet. But he's I think early on in his career, we all were frustrated with him, thinking, oh my God, but he's came on for that and he's improved as a player, and I think you just listen to his interviews, I don't think anybody could argue he's committed to the club. He's bought into it, he loves the fans, loves playing for a big club like Rangers, and I'm sure he would love to to stay in this environment with European games and things like that. But hopefully he can. But he's a really good player.
There's wee cameo for Scott Wright today, much aligned. Another one that tried to work hard today. Not much came off from, but up until he gets substituted and the young boy McCausland came on. Oh no, it was Todd that came on for him, I think. And great to see him back, isn't he? What a gifted player Todd Cantwell is. Loved with the Rangers support. Delight to watch. All Bear, what's your thoughts on Todd?
Oh, well, he's worth the entrance money alone, isn't he? He's a superb player, just a superb player, and he's enjoying it now. You can see he's actually enjoying what he's doing. The boy, the pass he done for Desser's goal was sublime. But see the pass he took, pulled out the air. Oh, that was unbelievable, mate. That was unbelievable. Just shows the skill level of the boy. He's a great player, man, and wonderful to watch. He gets you off your seat, doesn't he? Brilliant. We've not had one of these players for a long time. Kent, maybe.
Martin, your opinion on Todd?
Well, I'm the same as yourselves. I think he's, by far our best player. As you say, he's get you off your seat. And that's the players you want in that position. I think you've seen me his interviews and that as well. Committed to the club. He's passed today. Well, as I say, I watched it earlier on. My son Cole. He's passed for the goal. It's like, it's like a Messi pass. Not even looking. If that's done in the Premiership, they're making I'm the best player, and it's just an unbelievable sight and thing to do, and that's him just come back from injury, and it's great to see him back in the team 100% because not even just he's going forward, he's tracking back when he came on as well. I just think he's a really good player, and we've missed him obviously when he's been out, as other players we've been unlucky with injuries, but him coming back is a big plus because he's an exciting player. All fans want to see that 100%, and I think he's happy and enjoying his football up here, which is great. So I think he hopefully can show more.
Aye, I'd agree with you. It's a bad thought when you think that boy could have drifted out the game because he wasn't happy. I don't know if it was depression that he had with the game or just fell out of love with the game. But what a bonus that Rangers have picked him up and turned the boy's career around. And he's a delight to watch, and the fans love him, as I've said before. Albert?
He's superb, man. He really is. He's one of the players that you just want him on the ball all the time. You just love him on the ball. It's great to watch. But however long he's here, we need to enjoy him. We really do, because one of these times he's going to go away. I'll tell you two players that will be watching that today, and they'll rush back now. They'll be bursting to get back at fitness as Lawrence and Dowell. They'll be looking at that and going, I want some of that. I want on the park to play that kind of football. That looks brilliant. Two quality players that you say they'd slip right into that setup. No, I mean, just wonderful.
Anyway, we've been joined by Damarnock. Evening, Damarnock.
Good evening, lads.
How are we doing, pal?
Happy days,
Happy days, yes.
Aye, brilliant. Nice one. Thanks again.
That
nice sunshine.
You're breaking up a wee bit, mate. Do you want to
phone back in? Earphones I've got.
Aye, I think that's a bit better. What was the atmosphere like at Ibrox today? Oh, we've lost him. Well, that was a quick call. Hopefully it phones back in.
Yeah, too excited hitting the wrong buttons there.
Aye. Well, I mean, it would be good to hear from somebody that was actually at the game, because it sounded as though it was a good atmosphere today. So hopefully we'll get a caller in shortly. I can see my big
I'm
friend
surprised
Southside.
Big Alex no phoned in. He was at the game today. I was talking, yeah. Big Kelly, I was talking to him last night after he came off the shows. He was looking forward to winning the game. And maybe he'll phone in.
Yeah, we've got Damarnock back, I think. Are you back there, Damarnock?
Hopefully that's a bit better.
Oh,
took the
I
earphones
hear
off,
you now,
so-
mate.
Right, brilliant. I'll just try and move the phone a bit.
On you
Aye,
go.
10 times better. 10 times better that today, wasn't it? Just seemed to, they all seem to give that wee bit extra the day, and the sun was shining, so aye, it was a great day all in. Great performances by a lot of them. Raskin, Sima, Ridvan, Borna. I think he bottled it again. I think they looks at tried going on him a wee bit after one of these injuries that will clear up in a couple of days. But Ridvan's got to be his replacement, hasn't he? But aye, all in, they seem to have been putting that wee bit of dig in, and I liked all that pressing. Hibs, they're not good enough to play it for the back. We just kept stealing the ball after them, just with that high press. And another thing I was impressed with the manager. Instead of taking Lammers, Dessers off at the end, they kept them on. I thought, isn't the point taking them off at 3-0 games won? Keep them on, try to get them involved in something, and the two of them were involved in that goal at the end. So I thought that was good management, keeping the two of them on for that wee bit longer, rather than just sub them because they were all right. So but all in all, a great day, I think, and I hope for a start of a winning era for us. Hope this is the start of things to come.
A good atmosphere at Ibrox today, Damarnock.
It was great. Yeah, I quite liked the Hibs were falling apart again to the Kent tune, so that was quite funny. And don't get me wrong, it was quite empty at the end. A lot of people, the game was winning. Quite a lot of the Subway loyal went away earlier. Even the non-Subway loyal kind of left, but it was good. The crowd were in good form, and I think we get a second goal at the right time because the Hibs fans started singing a wee bit, and then we asked him to just put his laces through that, and it just slid right in that left hand corner, didn't it?
Aye, indeed. Anyway, can you hold on a minute? We've been joined by Southside, evening Southside.
How you doing, Foxy boy? All right?
Not bad.
Far better today, guys. A bit of heart, passion, desire, and a bit of football played in there with organisation. Simple as that, isn't it? Simple as that.
I didn't like him. I didn't think it was up too much.
No, do you know, I didn't think you would, mate. No enough goals for you. Yeah, you must have been happy with a few red tackles getting.
Oh, aye. Oh, definitely, mate. That was superb. You can't say there was a bad player today, Southside. Everybody contributed something today, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. And I know he was in the route of the game. I thought Scott Wright done well in all positional sense and played some nice passes in. And at the end of the day, it was good to see Dessers get the goal. You know, he battled up there, a wee bit cumbersome at times and was unlucky at other times. But here, we want to see our players do well. And I heard Damarnock saying there just before I came on about Stein at the end. I stayed right at the end, Damarnock, and seen the players. Todd Cantwell's got a new song, so the Union Bears were battering out to him and Raskin and that. So,
right, let's hear it then.
Oh, I don't even know the words yet, Fox. You kidding me on? Just trying to grasp it. Just trying to grasp it.
I thought you were going to use an exclusive there.
But no, he was a breath of fresh air when he came here as well. He injected the pace and that into the team, didn't he? And played a lovely. A lot of them played some nice passing, forward passes, you know. So, no, as long as that continue.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Southside? And the question is, was it Michael Beale or was it the players after the performance today? That was getting such bad performances before it.
I still think Michael Beale had a big part to play in it, Fox. I think the team didn't have a system or a style. I think they knew the day in that short space of time working with the manager that they were organised and they had a structure. And that's what I still believe, you know. And even Lammers played some lovely balls today, in and out the game at times. But that pass he played through running to Dessers.
Wonderful.
Some passes get great vision. That's what I was trying to say. And in a structure and in a system and what they know what they're meant to be doing, you'll probably find that some of these players will show up that they're actually better than what they were or what they were showing, because we've got a style and a shape.
The one he hit the post, but I mean, come on.
I should have buried that. I know.
I'm saying this, you're just never going to score, son. No, I mean, it's just not happening for you. But that ball was a cracking pass. Big Dessers trip to our thing. But Cantwell's pass to Dessers for his goal and him taking that the way he took it. 4 quality goals there, mate. 4 quality goals.
Who was your man of the match then, Southside? No, that's the man looked after you.
I mean, a lot of them had decent performances. I'd probably give to Sima because he scored 2 goals, to be honest. And he was involved in quite a bit. So I would have gave it to him.
Sima for you, the man up.
Aye, Sima for me, without a doubt. I don't know, what's that he's got? Is it 8 and 8 or 7 and 7 or something he's got?
7 and 8, I think
he's
it
a
is.
top goal scorer.
Aye.
So I definitely Sima. Could have had that hat-trick at the end if Raskin would have just squared them. An injury time, I think it was. Or even Raskin should have just put his laces through it, but I don't know what he's thinking about. But aye, it was definitely Sima for me. Just his all-round play, involved in a lot of the play.
Down by.
Sorry, I was just lining up. Would you like to hear the managers after his first game, lads? Yes.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Let's hear Faith. Philip, come on.
3 points, 4 goals. You must be delighted by that.
Yes, I'm happy. Okay, you want to start with a win, of course. We didn't have the team together a long time, only 2 days. So it's really short time to plant the seeds of the story we want to make together. And I see that everybody did his maximum to follow the things we trained, to stay in the structure, to follow the things they showed on video. So happy about that. Also with the 4 goals, of course, and the other chances. But I'm most delighted about the synergy that was back between players and our fans.
Yeah, you must.
Stays a crucial thing for this club.
Yeah, you must be delighted at the quality of all 4 goals on display.
Yeah, and other chances also where the goalkeeper did also a really good job on the other side. Against the team who was now unbeaten in 5-6 games with a new manager. So not an easy team to beat. Also a team with good football qualities. But we did a good job not to let them play their normal game that they wanted to do.
And a nice moment for Cyril Dessers to get his goal, who worked ever so hard in the afternoon.
Yes, and it starts with that. I spoke with Cyril about that this week. It starts with working hard for the team, and then the chances come, and then it's about being cool and being confident. So I'm happy for him that he scored, but I'm also happy for the other players. It's not for me important who scores. It's about that we are scoring goals and that we're winning games.
Yeah, and just a word on the fans whose support right throughout the 90 minutes was fantastic.
Yes, was one of the important reasons for me to come here, because I wanted to feel that, I wanted to see that. So it's a good start, and we're going to work really hard with the players, that I can promise the fans. We're going to work really hard to get everybody at this top level. And if everybody's working hard and the fans are also behind them in the difficult moments, we are a very difficult team to beat, but that's something we need to build the next couple of months together.
Well, he said he's planted the seed. Martin, will this team grow?
Well, I think I've listened to other interviews with him, and his philosophy, we've all heard him saying he can't just come in and put his stamp on the team right away, as in he can't just, we've got to do this, got to do that right away. It's going to take a bit of time to implement his beliefs, his philosophies, the way they want to play. And so he's got to do step at a time. And I could see, I'm sure we've all seen today a different level, a different commitment. It was what was praised as a hard game today. Was actually quite an easy game, which probably a lot of us didn't expect. I know it's early days for him, but he speaks well. He's managed it. He's got quite a good reputation and good background of what he's done. So this is a start. So you've got to give the guy a chance, and well, he couldn't have started any better, in my opinion.
Southside, what was your reaction to the manager there?
Aye, like you said, he's had limited time to work with the squad, Fox. But listen, that was all positive today. There was a couple of wee things. Obviously, we need to tighten up at the back, and we let them in a couple of times, things like that. But middle to front, as I said last week, we've got decent players and structured right, and getting them all back fit. We are a decent team. I think we've got good movement and that, like we've seen today. We've seen players moving and running after the ball. So I thought Clement will be happy with that, mate. And like you said, he'd planted seeds during the week. Probably talked to them individually, giving them more bits of confidence, and just finding out bits about the player and him telling them what he's wanting after them. And listen, you've got to be happy with that. You can't really say there was a bad player on the part today, could you?
No. Marlon, your thoughts, please.
I'm happy with the manager. Him and Big Stefan in it. So I think it's got to be a case of good cop and it's not even good cop, bad cop, is it? I think it's got to be bad cop and mad cop. I read that somewhere, you know what I mean? So I don't think you'd mess with the size of the two of them. So that's good. But it sounds positive. Short space of time, and we've got a 4-0 win. And actually, every player seems to have been trying today. We're going for the 50-50s, throwing ourselves in front of the ball. I think Lundstrom still needs to work on his passing at times, right enough. But overall, it was good. But that one at the end with Goldson, it had the open goal in it. We're all on him to shoot for about halfway line. I think he took thought about it twice, didn't he? By Goldson, and bottled it. ran it to the touchline. I think Lundstrom tried it as well, didn't he? Again, about the goals as well.
You need Ruth for that, mate.
Aye, that's it. Aye. It was a great. I think this is a start of great things for us. I really do. It's the first time we've had a real manager since Walter, really. As far as I'm concerned, as much as Gio's done great, getting us to that final, but we never won it.
Not just a coach, but an actual manager, mate. And I think you can see the difference in that. Would you agree with that, Marlon?
Aye, 100%. He's won 3 leagues in a row, so that's not just odd cup win. Know what I mean? That's getting your team up every other week and getting them winning points and putting the points on the board and doing it consistently. And that's what we need. Just taking 3 points off the draws. But then and beating the better teams when it comes to it, and winning the big games, getting through these big games. So it's all positive for me. Things can only get better as far as I can see.
Albert?
Aye, I'm happy with the manager. Aye, and if we're a good team, too early to say about that, mate. What will determine you're a good team is the trophy cabinet at the end of the year, mate. That will determine everything, and Clement knows that. He knows good game today, lovely, great goals, good team performance, but it's only a start. There's nothing won yet. There's nothing proved yet. There's still a long way to go, mate. But it's looking good now. It's looking like we're heading in the right direction now for a change.
He's constantly stressed in every press conference about healing the rift between the fans and the players. Is that important to you, Southside?
Aye, because obviously for what's happened and the people that choose to boo the team and that, and it's up to them if they want to do it through performance. It's not a good watch or a good listen, is it? And he's just trying to. I mean, you heard the fans today; they were good today, and that's what happens at Ibrox. It can drive the team on. I mean, you see the effort and the application of the players. It obviously gets the stands going, and when you score goals at the right times, Fox, it makes it easier. So, you need to get the fans' way. You know, the fans will always be with the club. They always have been. It's just the players that have let us down in the past, mate. But they've all got a clean slate, as he said. In the day, Big Suter was a wee bit, thought he was a wee bit uncomfortable at times, a couple of high balls and that, came in, he was a bit underneath them and that. But apart from that, and I thought he played all right and he had some good passes and that. I just thought it was good movement. You could see the way we got the ball and we were looking to pick players out and playing balls through into the channels, into the middle of the park, and it wasn't always going down the wings. And even Tav even gave up taking a throw in the day for somebody else. So it's not all bad, is it?
Things are looking up, eh?
Apart from Lundstrom's attempt at goal, that was unbelievable.
I thought he had a good game. It just shows you. I thought he had a good game today, to be fair, and I thought Suter wasn't too bad either. But everybody's got their opinions, mate. Another thing I wanted to ask just before we go, we're coming up to 6 o'clock. You mentioned in one of his pressers about training people differently in their positions, where defenders should be in defending, midfields basically being midfielders. Do you think that will improve the side rather than us all training together, do the same routines? I'll go to you, Albert.
It shows a degree of intelligence to me, mate. There's no point agreeing the same thing over and over again. We've done this after season, and the same results, injury. He's looked at it and went, okay, we'll need to try something different here. We'll need to look at the players individually, and they might have to get different training programs and train separately. No, I don't mean separately, but they get their own wee routines to get through. It shows a real degree of intelligence, because I'm just sick of this nonsense about injured players. And I think he's looked at he studied it now, and he's looked at it before he said he'd come, and he's decided, well, I can make an improvement in there because there's definitely something no quite right in there. So I'm not going to follow the routine that Gio followed and Beale followed. I'm going to change this. I'm definitely going to change this, and I'm happy. To me, he's actually looking at it. Now we've got a manager that's actually thinking about what's going on here. To win a league, to win cups, to be successful in Europe, you need us all pulling together, and that's everybody. That's not just the team and the support and the manager. That's the background staff as well, mate. So I'm happy he's doing this. If it's going to make a difference, well, time will tell, won't it? He seems to think it will make a difference, and I'll go with him because at least he's trying something. Beale and Van Brugge just let it go, and two of them fell on their sword for it. It's partly that's the reason. Injured players, mate.
Okay, then last comment for yourself, Martin.
No, I agree with the manager's got to be given time. He's implicating new things, which can only be good. He's got his own philosophy and how they should play, how training goes, basically run the club. So I think he's got to be given time, and he started off well. He speaks well. I think you would agree if you listen to him, he's a winner. And wants to do well for the club. And the players, as he said, they've all got a clean slate, start again, and show me what you've got. And as we said earlier on, I think I really agree that they started off well today. So, yeah, it's a lot of positive, certainly.
Thank you, Martin. Thanks for calling in. Last word for yourself, Marnock. Give my best to your brother. Sorry.
Happy we've got a real manager in. So happy days. 3 points in the bag, down to 4 points. Hopefully that'll stay there until next week, and on to Prague in it. So that's me.
Southside.
I think it was fresh in the day. Maybe Dalmarnock noticed it. Did you notice Dalmarnock when the subs were warming up? We had a coach down there putting them through their paces, telling them what to do and that. Doing it at the East Enclosure. So that was different. And even in the warm-up for the last maybe 10 minutes before the start of the game, I noticed they were doing a lot of passing, movement, balls across the box. Something totally different from what I've watched Rangers doing a warm-up. So obviously it's the continental approach for the manager. It's something that he wants them to do, but it was totally different, Fox, for usual. So you can see that there's a difference already. So onwards and upwards, mate. We've got the points in the bag, and that's what matters.
Last Work for yourself, all bear. We get through a shift there, 4 hours. We'll need to be going to our bed after this.
That's quite right, mate. I'm looking for a wee bit of overtime, to be honest with you, mate. I've got a brush on, I'll sweep up the studio.
Oh, no, no overtime on here, mate. Costs too much.
I enjoyed being on with you, mate. Enjoyed the game. All good today for a wee change. And we've got a good weekend to look forward to now. Rangers won. We're all happy. And it's been a long time coming, mate. And we see you later at the end of the tunnel. It's not there yet, but it's heading in the right direction. So thanks for having me on, mate.
Well, I'll go and I'll enjoy reading the forums tonight, which makes a wee change for the last couple of weeks. So that'll be my night taken up. Thanks to everybody that took part. Martin Steen, in case people were wondering who I was calling, his brother Colin. Thanks, Martin, again for phoning in. Thank you to Marlon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Southside. And thank you again, Albert. Good night, folks. We'll be back on Monday at 8 o'clock doing all things Rangers. Good night and thank you.